We're still in Whyalla, and it is August. Blue skies, blue ocean, sun's out, bloody marvellous. So we're just down past the yacht club, and there's a bit of a beach. It's a funny looking beach. Looks like it has some wrecks and some under construction, under repair work. There's a bit of information. Well, as you can see, there's no ships at the jetty yet. But there's always seems to be a ship out on the horizon. So we've been here this is our third time here.
Oh, yeah.
And this is our third week here for this time. And there's still things to do.
There is. We seem to find things anyway.
We do seem to find things. There's a couple of paid tours you could do. There's Laura Homestead, Mount Laura Homestead, which is only fairly cheap. Where are we?
We're at the Mount Laura Homestead Museum.
And Whyalla.
At Whyalla, yes.
Awesome. How much is it?
$7 an adult, $12 for a family.
$5 for concession.
Yes.
Which we have to try it one day. So this is a fairly cheap little thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look around here for a little bit. We might just bang some photos in if we find some interesting stuff, which I'm sure we will. If you know me a little bit, you'll know that in my past I had horses, which is really good because this has got a live action demonstration and my horse skills are going to come into play right now. So we're going to have a look at this bag lifter, and this old mate here, hey buddy, hey, he's one of the older types of horses, good workhorse, as you can see by the sturdy build. I'm just going to get him to come on. And you see we lift the bag. So this would be a way for loading up the big wagons with their bags of wheat, because there's a lot of cropping in this area. And back up. And we'd put another bag onto the wagon. So real life working exhibits at Mount Laura Homestead.
You can even have a go at using the pump. This would be very handy to have around the garden.
It would be, wouldn't it? So we're going to go into the Mount Laura Homestead and have a look. Tanya's filling in the visitor book. What a beautiful old building. So this is a BHP carriage that would have been taken iron ore from Iron Knob and other places. And this is a train carriage. I'm not sure we can get in, but there's an old one. Titanium white. But once again, it's all early 1900s. Iron Knob, Hummock Hill had a railway going from there because Iron Knob was the mine and Whyalla was the port. And this is an old steam engine. There's still something beautiful about trains, isn't there? Alright, Sonia, give us a toot.
Toot toot.
Yeah, that'll do. That was good.
Nothing moves. It's all.
Yeah. Now these are actual descendant chooks. These are descendants that came out on the first ship to Whyalla in 1872. They've been bred in line ever since, and the breeding is documented in the hall and can trace its way right back to the first rooster, Rooster the Red, who was the first rooster of this lineage of chooks that's been on this site for well over 120 years. That also may be made up, and they may be just chooks. Probably just chooks.
I think just chooks.
A working family's cottage. We've had a look at in the homestead, and this is a working family made out of corrugated iron. And
Man, that's way too much ironing for anyone.
now I reckon they got most of these from Iron Knob, because okay.
Different engines, of course. This one over here is these two over here, Anzani's.
Yeah.
Anzani's also made motorbikes. And that's British Anzani, the family split. There's European Anzani and English British Anzani. And British commandos used them during the war. The first aeroplane that flew from England to France had an Anzani engine in it.
Okay. don't make them like that anymore.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Making electricity, Tanya.
Oh,
How do you feel?
oh, sporty.
Alright, another 45 minutes and you can get off. Here we go. Tanya's operating some old school machinery. She's going to have to jump this shaft. Good work, Tanya, keep it going. And obviously there'd be a belt to the grinding. How'd you go, Tony? We're just out of Whyalla at a conservation park. Wild Dog Hill, we feel the name is. And having a look at the countryside, you wouldn't think there'd be a hill out here because it's pretty flat.
It is.
So this is Wild Dog Hill. That's actually beautiful. So there are some toilets here and there's a walking track. We're going to go and do the walking track. There's some information. There's a couple of good seats. It's part of the Whyalla Conservation Park.
And about 18 k's from town.
Right, so this is the Wild Dog Hill walk trail. It's only 1.3 k's. I imagine if it was hot, it would be pretty bloody hot out here. She's a pretty arid landscape. Once again, South Australia,
It's brought it on.
it just continues to impress.
It does.
our time at Whyalla has come to an end. Again, this is the third time we've stayed here, and this is the longest time we've stayed here, 3 weeks.
Definitely.
So, first of all, the weather is bloody beautiful. For a winter...
For winter, it's no winter that we've ever experienced. Our winters are... Some days you're lucky if it gets to 10.
Look, I admit the wind does get up, and there was a couple of really windy days. But, you know, we've had just as many days where it's been blue skies and 18.
Yeah.
So, Whyalla for a winter stopover, you could do worse.
Absolutely.
Now, you're probably thinking, you know, you've been here a few weeks, it's probably running out of things to do. Well, just over the last week, we went to Wild Dog Hill.
Yep.
What do you think of that, Tanya?
It was really pretty. Another sort of thing that we haven't seen before in South Australia, that sort of
landscape,
yeah.
And you have to drive off the road. Like you have to go off
Wow.
You see a signpost, you got to make the commitment to get off a road. Sometimes it's too easy just to stay on the road.
It is, yeah, because it's like I think they said 10 k's out of Whyalla, and then you go into a conservation park, and you follow a dirt road for about 8 k's.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit bumpy in places, and you know, but that's all right.
The actual rock itself was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we went to Mount Laura Homestead.
Yes.
Now it's a museum, National Trust type setup. Now I'd love a colonial type,
Old worldy
type place. But Tanya can be a bit more critical. What did you think, Tanya?
I can be critical on those. This, I would say, was the best one that I've been to. It's really well kept. Really well kept. It had interesting stuff, not just a whole load of crap chucked in buildings and stuff. The guy that we talked to, he was informative.
Brian. Yep, he had lots of knowledge.
Yeah.
And
it's in Whyalla. You don't leave Whyalla. It's just 5 minutes up the road from where we are.
It's near Aldi. So if you're going to have a shop at Aldi and you've got an extra $7 because that's all it costs, and a couple of hours to kill, it's bloody worth it. And if you're not near Aldi, I'd suggest you drive there because for $7 it's worth it.
Yeah.
So like I said, our time in Whyalla has come to an end. We're going to hit the road again.
Yeah.
And we'll keep sending you out videos if you like them.
Like and subscribe.